Songwriter shows all over the country. There's the guy that books us, and the company's called Songwriter City. And he helped us get this gig tonight, Mike Severson. Give it up for Mike Severson, Songwriter City. He books some of the best songwriters in this town, Lee Miller and Brett James and Natalie Hemby. And
some of them, not us, but some other ones that are good.
But we were doing a gig, and some of the gigs that we do, we're really grateful for them. And they're so fun, and it's always fun to sit down and play songs in the most organic form that there is, which is just the way we wrote it, with 2 acoustic guitars sitting in a room. There's no smoke machine. We're not getting lowered from the ceiling. Although sometimes we have one of those stools where you can pull the lever and it lowers you down. That's kind of about the height of our stage props. But we were playing a gig, me and Brad and a guy named JT Harding. He's a great songwriter in this town. We were playing a gig at a Holiday Inn in Toledo, Ohio. No, it wasn't that great.
It's kind of like a moped.
We played.
It's a fun gig to ride, but you don't want your friends to see on it.
I mean, we played some good shows in our day, and no, it was a really fun show. But we were in Toledo, Ohio, and as a songwriter show, usually don't have an opening act. It's not like a regular, artist show. And we never get there early. We just show up 10 minutes before and go on and play and tell our stories, and it's fun. This particular night, they asked us to come an hour early to meet the client. We're like, sure. So we're down on the outside of this little walkway in this Holiday Inn in Toledo, Ohio. And I go into the room where we're playing, because in the back wall, they're have coffee and donuts set up. And I go back in there to get a coffee, and we have an opening act, and it's this 20-year-old kid that looks like Hank Sr. with a cowboy hat on. And he is singing the paint off the walls. And I've been doing this a long time. To be quite honest, I really don't like music that much anymore. And I just turned around and was like, what in the world? Who is singing? I listened to 2 songs. I go back into the dressing room and I said, Brad, go back in the place and listen to that 20-year-old kid singing. And am I crazy, or is he unbelievable? So I thought Brad was going to go watch a song or two. But a half hour later, he comes back in. He watched the whole rest of the show. Comes back and says, man, we have to meet that kid after this show. And so we tell Mike Severson, the books us, hey, that kid that was opening for us, don't let him leave until we're done with our show. We want to meet him. And so after the show, we're waiting for him, and he comes in and we meet him. And that night he played opening for us. Some gentleman just walked up to him and said, what's your dream guitar? And this kid said, oh, a Gibson Hummingbird. He said, well, why aren't you playing your dream guitar? He said, they're $4,000. I don't have enough money. And this stranger pulled out his checkbook and wrote this kid a check for $4,000 to buy his dream guitar. 5 minutes later, he meets me and Brad.
Yeah, that was even the best thing that happened to him that night.
He meets me and Brad, and we're like, hey, dude, you sing so good. You should come to Nashville. Let's write a couple songs. We'll take you in the studio. We'll book a gig at a place around town and just throw you into the fire and see how it works. And he said, well, I'm only 20. I have to ask my mom. We're like, okay, cool. So he asked his mom, and we're just songwriters. He didn't know who we were, and his mom was like, are they serial killers?
Yeah, but they're hit songwriters too.
Yeah.
So
You gotta roll the dice. Long story short, his name's Preston Cooper. We invited him to Nashville. A year later, he's getting ready to sign a deal with Big Machine Label Group. He just got a publishing deal with Warner Brothers.
yeah.
I want everybody to get your phones out and get them ready. His name is Preston Cooper. Film this kid singing, because this is going to be something you're going to want to keep, and post about it. It's phenomenal.
I hope you're all wearing diapers, because you're about to shit your pants. I'm kidding. I shit on his back. I can't overhype him though. He's unbelievable. Please make a ton of noise for Preston Cooper.
Praise you, Preston. Yes, sir.
He always like to overhype him. You see him get nervous, but he doesn't.
And he's the nicest kid in the world. I'll let him tell you about what he did for a living.
I guess I'm the water boy now.
That was nice, Preston. That might be the last water you ever bring me, huh?
Yeah. How y'all doing? This is kind of a last minute thing. They asked me to do a few songs, and I was so honored. But yeah, I used to carry mail, and that was wild. I walked 14 miles a day. So that was like a year and a half ago. So doing this is way different than that job. But I love it. So But this song I'm going to play is called Weak, and this is really special to us three, and this is one of the first songs we ever wrote together. And it goes something like this. Strong, like a West Texas El Paso wind. When it's gone, 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 it comes back again strong, like an old tree out in the yard. Girl, getting me falling this hard. You gotta be strong like the bourbon, works when I'm bourbon. Right now I'm down on my knees. You make me I fall to pieces, just you and Jesus. Get me where I need to be. Weak, strong. Woo!